I call the private investigator. His name is Samuel Blackwood, a former cop turned maverick detective. We had crossed paths during the early frantic days of Rory's disappearance, when every lead seemed promising and every stranger a potential witness. It was Samuel who first told me that the city held more secrets than stars in the night sky, and that finding Rory would be like plucking a rare gem from an ocean of stones. But he never discouraged me. Instead, he armed me with knowledge, with tactics, giving me tools to navigate this murky endeavor. The line crackled, and a gravelly voice answered, "Blackwood." "Samuel, it's Lydia," I said, trying to keep my voice steady. Silence stretched, the kind that turns seconds into lifetimes. "I was expecting your call," he finally replied, his tone softening just a bit. "Any new leads?" I asked, tearing my gaze from the crimson sky outside and focusing on the task at hand. "Possibly," he said, the weight in his voice suggesting more than he was willing to divulge over the phone. "Meet me at the usual spot in an hour. There's something you need to see." I hung up and slipped my phone into my jacket pocket, my heart pounding with a heavy blend of hope and dread. The usual spot was a small, dim cafe nestled between skyscrapers, a relic from days when the city wasn't consumed by its own shadows. Arriving at the cafe, I spotted Samuel in the corner, his broad shoulders hunched over a well-worn folder. As I approached, he slid the folder across the table towards me. "What's this?" I asked, my fingers trembling as I reached for it. "Rory may have left a trail after all," he said, his eyes narrowing, "and it looks like someone is very interested in making sure it stays buried." Opening the folder, I saw photos of my brother, documents with cryptic annotations, and maps I didn't recognize. Each piece was a fragment of a larger puzzle, a puzzle that might lead me to Rory, or at least to the reasons behind his disappearance. Today wasn't just an anniversary, it was the start of unraveling a web of secrets that had ensnared my brother and might very well ensnare me.